Hey, what's happening? What's poppin', everybody? You got the coach of the BB Seakings Iron Flash Gaming versus Danza Week 4 of the GBA. So if you're a GBA fan and if you don't want to get spoiled and you want to see a very good commentary, make sure to go in the description below, check out Danza and his side of the match, because this is not what you think it is. This is for my fans, and this is for the BB Seaking Nation to describe what's been going on, because this is not a post-com, but this video is going to be very unique. There's not going to be another one like it, and I need to describe what's been going on, and I felt like I wanted to do it for this particular video because you'll understand that I got beat down by Danza Week 4. Spoilers, you had your chance, and you probably already saw Danza's side of the match anyways, and I will do a quick synopsis of the match. Danza, he had a very good team versus me, and he played it very well. Now, I definitely thought that Danza made a couple interesting plays, because it seemed like every single play with him was a prediction for him, and from my end, it was as well, because I messed up my speed tiers. For example, I was playing Garchomp awkwardly, very aggressive, and that's because I messed up my speed tiers. I had to predict the Savali coming in just because I didn't have a switch into it, and for whatever reason, I didn't do the correct speed tier creeping as what I once thought, as I quickly realized with the Diancie turn 1. So, you know, another thing is you see, I also had a Choice Scarf Heracross, and that got outsped by Jolteon. I thought I specifically crept for Timid Max Speed Jolteon, but what I failed at was thinking that Choice Scarf was 2 times the speed, which I know that Choice Scarf's 1.5, and I totally fucked that up because of whatever reason. I mean, I've had some misfortunes, which definitely got me backtracking. I had a very, very good match week 1 where I played my tail off. I did a lot of prep, and I had strategies that all worked. And then week 2, I did win, but it was a sloppy win in my opinion versus Greg, and versus Leo and Danza, it was just as sloppy. My win versus Greg, I was no more proud than my losses versus Leo. And, well, I mean, I can't fully say that just because I did do a fair amount of prep versus Greg, but then I last minute changed it and everything all kind of got fucked up. And that is because I had a lot of problems with DCs, not knowing that I had to finish the game in order to use Mega Diancie. I had microphone problems where I couldn't use my microphone, and I bought a new one and I couldn't use that. Editing problems, just the whole 9 yards. And now this is excuse time. You're saying, why do you have to make all the excuses? Just take it like a man and go forward. Learn from your mistakes. Well, it is very untraditional from this channel to see so many losses. I mean, right off the bat, 2 losses. I'm 2-2. This is very untraditional. And I really felt like I had to explain what has been going on. And it is enough time for the excuses, because I'm happy. The reason why, like, this is, it's funny, but it's perfect. I am definitely a unique individual, because I see the beauty in disaster where it has been a disaster thus far for me. Because even though I'm 2-2, that's average and everything should be going average, but for me, I have very, very high expectations, and I haven't been asserting myself like I want to, like I usually do. And this is where the tides turn. I had to make this kind of video because this, if you're watching this at this point in time, you're one of my fans, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself just because I did try my hardest, trying to keep up with the uploads and stuff, where I missed days of sleep. I went through sleep apnea. I did not sleep for days on end trying to recover, and then I had, you know, some frustrating times where I just kind of said fuck it, because I got so pissed off because I couldn't handle my problems just because I thought I could do everything, and I thought that if I got help things would get better, but it didn't. And now we finally got back on our feet. We have all the problems that I priorly had, they're all solved, and here on out you have a new and improved me. I realized also in these games I did definitely get worse because I can see that I am a little bit rusty. So now going forward, I'm going to be doing team builders again, where I didn't do team builders before just because they weren't even worth saying. They were sloppy, they were pathetic, they were just trash. They were not worth seeing. Going forward, we're going to have team builders again, just because I feel like that is a bread and butter. I enjoy team builders maybe even more than commentating the game, just because you can play a game by team building. And during the games, we're going to be trying to do some of them live com. I do plan on doing a live com versus Turbo. Hopefully that goes through. Hopefully there's no problems. And you get to see the BB Seaking live com. It will be the second time I did a live com versus Shoddy. And the biggest reason why I haven't been able to live com, obviously, is just because I don't have a recorder to record my 3DS. But if I do live comp, they will be on Showdown, and it will be just a little bit of a unique aspect just because it's live coming from my end, and I don't know how entertaining those will be just because, unlike, very similar to Chimpack. Chimpack's a very good player, but he gets critiqued for being boring. That's the fine line where it's like, can you be a very competitive person and then also be entertaining like Shady Penguin? It's very hard to do both. So I'm going to be definitely focused more on fun during my post-coms in the games and the Wi-Fi, and then on my regular showdown games, I will be a little bit more competitive and at the cost of being probably just a little bit boring. But I do also want to say my apologies. I've been late with the games being posted. I've been playing bad. I've probably lost a shitload of fans because of my consistency. But this is, as I said, this is an oath. This is me saying I'm gonna come back, just because Pokemon is cancer, draft league format included. But why come back if you're just going to not give a shit? And now I have something to fight for. People think like straight up that I'm dog shit, like for whatever reason, because I took back-to-back L's. So now they're like, okay, this guy's totally overhyped. So now I get to have a motivator. That's going to be very fun for me. I'm going to be playing every single game like it's a do or die situation, where I'm going to be playing my heart out every single game going forward, where I'm going to establish win cons. I'm going to go through everything that I used to. And so hopefully you guys enjoy what's to come, what should have been from the start, and what will continue. I apologize for my prior mistakes, and we're going to continue as the BB Seaking Nation is going to start kicking ass. Make Pokemon great again, like my main man Donald Trump said. But I also wanted to start new things with this channel as well, where I want to get involved in your guys' lives too, and you get involved in my personal life, where I want to start uploading some of my personal content of what I'm doing, so you get to see how I've evolved, and hopefully get you young men evolved as well, where you guys can entertain yourselves with Pokemon, but then when the shit gets real, you guys start getting on your path to become a better version of yourself. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the ramble. I hope you guys get back on the BB Seaking train, that you guys that are the true fans get back onto the train, because I don't want the fans from the GBA just to bandwagon me. That's not that, I'm not interested in that. I do not care if I'm on somebody's opinion who thinks I'm trash now, but once I start winning, then I'm on their minds. Fuck all that. We gotta prove the BB Seaking Nation why we're gonna win this season. And here we go, round 2. And until next time, I'm signing out. Peace.